Greetings and salutations to... Really? You all heard that. Oh my gosh. Greetings and salutations to all of you. I hope you all are doing very well this week, and I hope that every single endeavor that you've been on and everything that you've tried in your life has proven successful. Even if it hasn't been successful, I hope that it has given you a sense of learning and a sense of purpose and a reminder that not everything in life goes the way it should. And that's what I want to talk to you about today. I've been having some things on my heart lately that I want to share with you, and this is something that I've been wanting to do again. It's sort of these like advice videos, so to speak, or these sort of talkie point videos. I'm not sure what to call them just yet, but the last few videos I made, which I will link in the description, talked about worry and talked about being yourself. And I also talked about the Latin phrase that I often use on this channel, which is sic Parvis Magna, aka greatness from small beginnings. But today, I want to talk to you about your thoughts. And I know some of you furries are like, what? No thought, head empty. Yes, I understand the meme, but let's stick with this, okay? A lot of times in life, our thoughts are what influence our attitudes, our feelings, our reactions, our actions, and overall just can really give us a sense of who we are, what we think of ourselves, how we think of others, what we think of a situation, whatever the case may be. The thought pattern is indeed the thing that is the driving force. Let me give you an example. When you think about yourself, what's the first thing that comes to mind? It could be positive or negative. It could be that you don't particularly enjoy your own company. It could be maybe you think very highly of yourself. Maybe you have a moderate self-esteem. Maybe you feel like you are doing just fine in life. Maybe you feel like your thoughts are not all that important. Well, I'm here to tell you that they are. Chew on that question for a minute. What is the first thing that comes to mind when you think about yourself? Oftentimes, when I think about who am I, what do I think about myself, how do I feel about myself, I try to keep it pretty neutral. A lot of times I get caught in negative thought patterns. I think sometimes, and I will be completely transparent with you, some of you, or all of you at this point, I sometimes think that I'm a failure. I sometimes think that I'm not doing enough. I sometimes think that I'm not good enough to those around me, or to, my family, my friends, or those closest to me, or even at my job. I sometimes think that I'm not doing enough here on this platform. I can get into these negative thought patterns, and I can really get in my own head and think that I'm not doing good enough. I'm here to tell you that your thoughts are not you. Let me say that again. Your thoughts are not you. I remember I did a little bit of a study recently talking about loneliness, and basically the research that I came across plainly stated that if you are somebody who is constantly, and I mean like every thought pattern, every single thought that you have is directed to beating yourself down, completely putting yourself to shame, that's not someone you want to hang out with. No wonder you feel lonely. No wonder your loneliness is apparent, because it starts from up here. It starts from a thought pattern that says, I'm not good enough, I'm not enough, I'm not doing well enough, I don't matter, or fill in the blanks. And we oftentimes feel lonely because we are absolutely horrible to ourselves. We can completely downtrot our own selves just by our thoughts. It's that easy. And it's very, very powerful. It's powerful because we don't hold those thoughts captive. We don't hold those negative things that are in our head captive. Now, what do I mean by captive? I mean that any thought that we have, be it positive or negative, we can hold it captive and we can look at it and say, what is this and what does it mean? Why am I having this thought? Where did it come from? So if you're constantly beating yourself up for no good reason, why? Why are you beating yourself up? Maybe it's something that happened in your past. Maybe it's something that is ongoing right now. Maybe it's something with a friend or a family member that, is telling you that you're not enough or that they don't accept who you are or whatever the case may be. Those are very unfortunate things, and I am very, very apologetic on their behalf to say, why would they not accept you for who you are? Or that thing that happened in the past, I am very sorry that that happened to you. But I'm going to be honest, we've all been there. We have all had those experiences. Some more extreme than others, yes, but we have all had those experiences that say we are not good enough or we should have done more. And because of that experience, I am this person and I'm someone who does not do enough or I'm not good enough. I'm here to tell you right now that is absolutely not true. You are enough. And I know this is very cliche to hear, but I'm telling you right now, you are enough. One incident or a number of incidents in the past should not dictate who you are as a person. Your thought patterns, the negative thought patterns that you have, maybe even on a daily basis, those are not you. You are not your thoughts. You are not those things that run through your head daily. All they are analysis. Your thoughts are meant to be a useful tool. They're meant to straighten things out rather than cause them to be awry. They are there to be constructive and not to bring turmoil. I hope that makes sense. And that's why I say hold every thought captive, because if a thought that you have is not developmental or constructive or positive or, in some way adding to your being to make you a better person, then let it go. It's not useful to you. The only way that negative thoughts can be useful to you is to help you learn from those experiences that you had, or teach you that you are indeed enough and that those thoughts are not true and that they are lying to you. And the truth is, we don't know where thoughts come from. They randomly come into your head. I was speaking with a friend of mine not too long ago about how our minds are separate from us. There's you, and then there is your external being, which is your mind and some may call it a soul, which, I tend to agree with, but it's your soul and your external mind that is causing these thoughts. It's so much better for you to look at that external mind where those thoughts come from and say, I own you. I'm the one who makes the rules, not you. All in all, it just takes practice. It takes practice to hold those thoughts captive and to remind yourself that thoughts, positive or negative, can help you be constructive no matter what. They can help you shape into a better person. If you have a negative thought about yourself, which are inevitable, by the way, meaning they're going to happen no matter what you do in life, you're always going to have negative thoughts and reactions. It's like having demons. They're always going to be there. But that does not mean that they have to rule. That does not mean that they have to be your source of identity or being. What it means is you have the opportunity to look at those thoughts, to hold them close and say, I know who I am. And even if you don't know who you are right now, you will know in due time. We're all here to help each other. And by helping each other, we indeed help each other to develop positive thinking. And I just warn you to be careful of the group that you associate with, because you don't know what they're capable of, and who you hang out with is who you become. That is a fact of life that I can tell you from experience is true. So surround yourself with positive people in your life. And though you may have people in your life that are often acting negatively towards you. Maybe that's a family member, maybe it's friends, maybe it's, certain colleagues that are constantly telling you that you're not enough, or that, they're putting you in a negative light. They have zero authority to do that because they don't know you. They don't know who you truly are. They may think they know you, but they really don't. Take this with a grain of salt. I am not a therapist. I'm a big fluffy kitty fox on the internet, like, who wants to take advice from a giant plushie, right? But I'm here to tell you, it doesn't matter what anybody says about you, because the only person that can determine who you are is you. I just want to close this out by telling you that it is okay to feel negative emotions. It's okay to have those negative thoughts, but you can look at them and you don't have to let them reign over you. Let them wash over you and then hold them captive and say, hey, what does this thought mean, and why do I have it, and where is it coming from? Even if you don't know the answer right now, that doesn't mean that the answer will not be revealed to you in due time. So I just encourage you today, be kind to yourself, love yourself, give yourself a break, because you need it. We all need a break from our own thoughts and emotions. True rest does not come from constant mulling and thinking and overthinking on a situation, or maybe a past event or somebody that is not worth your time even thinking about. The past is indeed the past. Those people, they are those people. You cannot change other people. You can only change yourself and how you react to something. Your perspective is the only thing that matters when it comes to your own psyche. When it comes to your own mental outlook, your perspective on the matter is the only thing that you can control. I once heard it said, you cannot tell a bird to stop flying. You cannot tell a groundhog to stop digging. And you can't tell a cat to stop having the zoomies, okay? As you've heard in this video. Why should you expect to change any human being? They're always going to be that way. They are always going to find a reason to be the way that you don't accept, or the way that you don't particularly enjoy being around. And that's okay. You don't have to accept that behavior from them. You can just walk away. So I just wanted to share that with you all today, to let you know that you are not alone. We are all in this position that you are too, with negative thoughts, with destructive emotional patterns, and with those things in the past, or those people maybe in our present, that are constantly an issue for us. But I want you to know, it doesn't have to be that way. You are your own person. You can stand on your own and think for yourself, as my mom used to say. Think for yourself. Your perspective is the only thing you can change, and it's the only thing that matters in terms of your development. And you can do this. I want you to know that you're doing great. You are doing great in life. Even if you find yourself in a rut, or you find yourself in a position that you don't particularly care for, this is all part of the plan. You have a purpose to fulfill, and only you can be you the way that you are. I want to thank you all for watching. Thank you again for all your support. I just want you to know how much I love you and I appreciate you every single day. I give you many hugs. And I hope, if nothing else, that hug gives you a little something to smile about. Bye. Bye-bye. Love you.